back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. So today I'm finally sitting down to film that pink eye look that so many of you guys have been requesting, and recently I have not been like filming every single eye look because I feel like some of them are a bit redundant and I kind of like playing around before I get into the swing of filming, so that's why I don't film every single eye look these days. But if you guys do request it, then I do make it my mission to film that look. So today I'm going to be going through the wet concealer primer situation with you guys, and I especially want to say to you guys that if you guys are struggling with whatever brand of eyeshadow you're using, if you can't afford the higher end brands, then this technique I feel like will definitely work for you because it will literally cling onto the concealer and just look more vibrant and more popping. So I hope that this technique helps all of you guys, and please know that it will take a bit of getting used to because it is wet concealer and none of us enjoy working with wet concealer. I feel like I was a little bit scared at first, but once I got into it I was like, okay, I can do this wet concealer thing. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just prime my face. I'm using my Kiki Beauty Makeup Ready Face Primer. I am actually more than halfway done with this and I love it. I have some scarring on my face because I had like pimples the last few days, and ironically one on each cheek. Lovely. Okay, now I'm going to start off with the eyes today, and for concealer I'm going to use my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in the shade Medium Deep, and I particularly like mixing these two shades. So it's NC42 and Rich Yellow. Okay, so we are zoomed in, up close and personal once again, and I'm just going to be taking a fluffy brush. This is my Kala 312 shading brush, and I'm just going to literally dip my brush into this concealer and just using patting motions pat it all over my lid. Now you only need a little bit of concealer to just cover the eyelid. You don't want to pack on too much, especially if you have creases in your eyelid. And then also make sure to just take the concealer down on the side here and also take it on the inner corner. Okay, so for eyeshadow today I'm going to be using the Beauty Co Dimension palette. This is what it looks like. And the first shade I'm going to be taking is this one right here. Taking that color and just setting my brow bone into place. And then going into this hot pink shade right here. And then also making sure there's no creases on the lid. You want to be looking slightly down just to make sure that nothing creases. I'm going to be taking this hot pink shade and just packing it on the outer corner of my eye. Dusting off any excess product. And I'm going to start lightly taking that into my crease and using circular motions to blend out any harsh lines that pink created. I'm also using very light pressure to deposit the color. I'm going to be going a little bit on my lid as well, just because I don't want the pink to be too high up. And just taking your time with this. And then I'm going to be taking this warm brownie transition shade. It actually comes off more as orange, and I'm going to take this on a fluffy brush and just sort of warm up the area where the pink begins to blend out. Again, using very, very light blending motions on the skin. If you feel like you went up too high, you can take that brush that you highlighted the brow bone with, no additional product, and just sort of soften that blend even further. Okay, now taking my Essence Metal Shock Shadows. This is in the shade 1 Second to Mars. And I'm just applying this onto my lid, and then I'm going to take a flat brush and just use it to almost create a cut crease. And then I'm going to be going in with this lighter pink shade right here. Taking that dome brush again, and I'm just going to pack this lighter pink on the center of the lid. And then I'm going to be picking up a bit of that darker hot pink shade on the blending brush and just re-intensifying the outer corner of the eye and also just blending everything nicely together. Okay, so I just went ahead and put on some lashes and mascara off of camera. These are the Vogue Luxe Lash Collection lashes. Now for foundations, I'm going to be using the multi foundationing technique today because my skin still is dry from the seasonal changes, but my nose T-zone area is getting a little bit on the oily side. So for my T-zone, I'm going to be using the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. This is in the shade Golden Honey. Just putting this on the center of my face, and I'm just using my damp beauty blender to blend it all out. Okay, and then for the outer perimeters of my face, I'm going to be using my black Opal stick foundation. This is in the shade Rich Caramel. And just using a flat top kabuki brush to blend this into my skin. I really like the finish of stick foundations, but because I am so oily, I definitely can't use it all over my face, which kind of sucks. Okay, so for under eye concealer, I actually picked up the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C8, which is way too light, but I was trying my luck. But I'm going to be using this concealer and I'm going to be mixing it with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Warm Honey. Now to bake my under eye, as always, I'm going to be using my Coty Airspun Loose Translucent Powder. And then to just set the rest of my face, because this is a stick foundation, it is going to disappear throughout the day. I'm going to be using my Stay Matte Powder from Rimmel. This is in the shade 030 Caramel. I'm just taking this on a fluffy brush and just patting this onto the skin. Now hopping back onto the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking that hot pink shade and I'm just going to be running it on my lower lash line. And just sort of imparting the color as closest to the lash line as possible. And then I'm just going in with a little bit of mascara on the lower lash line. This is the Essence Extreme Volume Mascara. And then for bronzer, using my Benefit Hoola. For highlight, I'm going to be using my Tassie B Limelight Powder. This is in the shade Flame. And just highlighting the tops of my cheekbones, sides of my temples, chin, cupid's bow, and my nose. And I'm also going to be going in with my Anastasia So Hollywood highlight to just amplify this glow. I swear, like when I'm not filming, nobody blows up my phone, but like when I film, then it's like, hey girl, you actually have a social life, when I actually really don't. And then also using So Hollywood to just highlight my inner tear ducts. Now for setting the face, I'm going to go in with my Kiki Beauty Rose Dew Setting Spray. For lips, I'm first going to go in with my Essence Lip Liner. This is in the shade Going Steady. This is from the Soft Contouring Lip Liner range. And then I'm going to be taking my ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Beeper. that is it for this pink spring glam makeup look. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to slay all day every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!